Now, in Good Morning Northwest, subsidies that helped millions afford insurance during the pandemic are now gone. As of yesterday, premiums spiked more than 100% for families across the country. What will Congress do about it?
And it is weather alert day here in the inland Northwest, tracking freezing rain and slick, icy roads this morning.
And a local family's nightmare turns worse when scammers exploit their son's arrest. The sophisticated scheme cost them nearly $2,000. How the Spokane County Sheriff's Office says you could avoid becoming the next victim. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. Welcome to your Friday. It is January 2nd, a whole new year.
That's right. And we are waking up to some snowy roads here in Spokane. We're taking a live look this morning on downtown streets, but we are also tracking looks like a fire at a home here. We are getting some more details just as we're approaching the scene right now. But those roads, definitely something we want to be focusing on this morning.
Yeah, and that area is right between 4th and 5th on Fisk in the East Central neighborhood. We'll keep you updated. Okay, so how long will the snow or wintry weather stick around, Matt?
All right, so it is wintry weather, I think, is the apt descriptor, because a lot of us have already moved on past snow, and now we're into kind of a mix of sleet and freezing rain. For the most part, around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene right now, it is that freezing rain, and that's the big reason why we've got a weather alert day here for the morning hours, because we have the potential with a little crust of ice on top of that. Now you add more cars getting on some of these snow-covered roads where you'll see some ice forming up pretty quickly. So this goes all the way until midday on Friday. That's when we'll start to see some improvements. Plus, we have active weather ongoing, not just what's left over from the overnight hours. So we've got rain in the Palouse region. We're doing okay with the roads here. You head further north, though, to Spokane, to Coeur d'Alene. We've got that winter mix, or mostly freezing rain, and then we still have some snow as you work your way towards Chewelah, Colville, Sandpoint, Bonners Ferry, and further north to the U.S.-Canada border. Let's take a look at some road conditions. It's these shiny roads that are a mixture of kind of slush and some areas that have compacted into ice. This is the big concern here. This is on the West Plains here at Fairchild Air Force Base, right at the entrance. So especially on those corners that have kind of iced up, you got to be really careful. Here's Chewelah at the airport here, still seeing snow, and we are going to see, well, that snow gradually transition over to kind of wet, non-accumulating snow, and then eventually over to, unfortunately, probably a little bit of freezing rain and a little icy crust here later this morning. And then for Moscow, roads looking good now that our temperatures have gotten above freezing. I'll take you through the rest of your day and when we'll start to see those improvements further north coming up.
Matt, thanks so much. With the Affordable Care Act subsidies now expired, healthcare costs are expected to spike for nearly 20 million Americans.
Congress failed to extend the subsidies despite it being the central issue of a weeks-long government shutdown. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in D.C. with the details.
Good morning. The healthcare crisis was at the heart of the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. But now many families worry they might not be able to afford insurance at all. This morning, more than 20 million Americans are facing soaring health care costs after the Affordable Care Act subsidies expired earlier this week. Premiums now skyrocketing an average of 114%, according to the Kaiser Family Foundation. For families like Dawn Wheeler, that means her monthly premiums will now jump from $69 to $272, and her deductible from $0 to $6,000.
I'm really kind of scared going into this year.
Wheeler is undergoing treatment for breast cancer that is spread to her liver and bones, and now worries about making ends meet. These subsidies were created in 2021 to lower insurance costs during the pandemic. Since then, enrollment in the Affordable Care Act has nearly doubled. For months, Democrats fought to extend the tax credits, which was at the heart of the recent government shutdown and the longest in U.S. history. But that effort failed. Republicans still haven't agreed on a health care plan, and President Trump has not released one either. During the campaign, he said he had concepts of a plan, but he hasn't explained how it would work and what it would mean for health care premiums. This will be front and center when lawmakers return next week. The House is planning to vote on a bill to extend the tax credit by 3 years, though it's not clear if the Senate will follow. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
A Spokane County family has lost $1,900, falling victim to a bail money scam. When Mike and Barbara's son was arrested during a mental health crisis, they received calls from what appeared to be the Spokane County Jail and the Sheriff's Office. They were told their son needed nearly $2,000 for bail money and money for his ankle monitor. The scammers used caller ID spoofing to make the calls appear legitimate. Mike and Barbara were told to go to Walmart and deposit cash using a barcode that the criminals texted to them. It wasn't until they went to the sheriff's office the next day that they learned they'd been scammed.
I was embarrassed to tell anyone because I felt so stupid and so used. And how could you do that? You're college educated. You can't spot a scam. Not when you're emotional and you're worried about a loved one.
The sheriff's office says neither the jail nor the sheriff's office will call you and ask for money, and that all bail has to be paid to them in person. If you receive one of these calls and you're not sure it's real, they say you should hang up and then call the agency back on a listed number that you can find online. A man in Spokane Valley is charged with DUI and reckless endangerment following a rollover car crash.
The driver is identified as 38-year-old Adam Poe. Around 4 o'clock New Year's morning, police responded to a crash where they found Poe and his young son. Spokane Valley police say he had a knife and was fighting with witnesses. According to those witnesses, after the crash, Poe tried to run away and onlookers stopped him. That's when they say that Poe pulled out a knife and was threatening to stab them. Poe is currently in Spokane County Jail waiting for a court date.
President Trump has pulled back National Guard troops from Los Angeles, Portland, and Chicago. This move comes a week after the Supreme Court blocked the Chicago deployment. Trump deployed the troops during immigration crackdowns, but faced widespread protests, especially in Los Angeles. By law, governors control National Guard troops in their states, except during natural disasters or civil unrest.
Donald Trump, you have poked the bear, and we will punch back.
California Governor Gavin Newsom calls the federal takeover of the state's National Guard illegal. The Trump administration says the Guard was needed to protect ICE agents and federal buildings. In a Truth Social post, President Trump says we will come back, perhaps in a much different and stronger form, when crime begins to soar again. Well, Birds of Prey Northwest hopes for more community support at its annual fundraiser.
The sanctuary was significantly damaged in last month's windstorm. About 25 trees fell at the sanctuary, damaging aviaries and the director's home and leading to the escape of 3 birds. Proceeds from the fundraiser will go to repairing damage at the facility, as well as allowing the nonprofit to continue to provide medical care to animals in need. The event will have a silent auction and 2 live educational bird shows. It starts at 2:30 Sunday afternoon in McEwen Park in Coeur d'Alene. Your time is now approaching 8 minutes after 6 o'clock.
Let's check back in with meteorologist Matt Gray this morning. He was taking a look at the roads, those temperatures.
Yeah. So, road temperatures around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene still kind of hovering in the upper 20s here. So right at that level where that snow, as it gets compacted, as everybody gets up and gets going this morning, compacts into ice. Now let's add some freezing drizzle on top of that. That's why we're worried about road conditions this morning. Drive safe, everybody. We'll take you through your rest of your day coming up.
The federal workers who arrive first during disasters are losing their jobs. FEMA cuts on-call response teams via email New Year's Eve. Coming up, how this affects emergency response in our region.
Plus, President Trump says the U.S. is locked and loaded to help Iranian protesters as demonstrations turn deadly. Iran's security chief warns of regional disruption if America interferes. The escalating tensions, it's just ahead.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Findlay Downtown Honda.
Can your pad absorb everything and stay fresh? Always Flex Foam can. It's the only pad made with a flexible foam core that locks in blood and sweat while the top stays dry, keeping you up to 100% leak and odor free. See what foam can do for you. Herbal Essences is a force of nature, made with supercharged botanical blends. Our sulfate-free formulas deeply penetrate to boost hair health without the Salon Naturals price tag. Herbal Essences.
This year, commit to fit and don't wish for it, work for it at Move Fitness.
Whether you're starting from the beginning or just wanting better results, Move Fitness has what you need to get the job done.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kyle with Bill's Heating, here to take a look at your furnace.
I thought you guys were teamed up with Gonzaga. Where's the basketball player?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We do have Davis Fogel on standby.
Standby?
Oh, yeah. Whenever one of us needs him, we just shout his name.
What?
Watch.
Whoa, it's like magic.
Actually, he just made me wait around the corner.
Exactly. It's magic.
Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
When you're in a car wreck, we're not just here to fight for you. We're here as a family.
When I reached out to Craig Swaff and Associates, it got started right away. They made sure I received everything I was owed.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Pronamel Clinical Enamel Strength can help us to keep our enamel for a lifetime. It's backed by science. It is clinically proven to strengthen our teeth. I would recommend this toothpaste to everybody. It's really an amazing product.
Walker's Furniture must sell all of 2025 inventory immediately. So, this New Year's, for 26 hours only, get big store-wide discounts up to 70% off. Or leave your credit cards at home and take advantage of zero money down, no minimum purchase, and zero interest until 2031. Furnish every room of the house for less. This New Year's Eve through Monday at Walker's.
The best time to get the biggest year-end savings on used vehicles is this week at Finley Honda Spokane during the year-end closeout, where you can delay payments plus get extra money for your trade-in.
Better selection, bigger savings, locally owned.
It is 6:11. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Grief and tragedy opened the new year at a high-end ski resort in the town of Crans-Montana, Switzerland. Fire killed 40 people and injured more than 100 others.
Authorities say it broke out in a bar during a New Year celebration. Some victims appear to be foreign nationals, but officials say identifying everyone could still take days. They say they're not sure how the tragedy unfolded. Some witnesses blame the holiday tradition at the bar that included sparklers. Numerous medical facilities are now caring for the injured.
Many Federal Emergency Management Agency employees are starting the new year without a job. They were notified on New Year's Eve via email their positions would not be renewed. The impacted workers are part of FEMA's cadre of on-call response and recover teams. Those are the people who are generally among the first federal boots on the ground during disasters. A FEMA spokesperson pointed out that the positions are term limited and fluctuate based on disaster activity.
In Colorado, wildlife officials are on the hunt for mountain lions following the discovery of a woman's body found dead next to a big cat at the Crozier Mountain Trail. The woman was apparently discovered by hikers who threw rocks at the animals to scare it away. A multi-agency response both in the air and on the ground tracked 2 mountain lions in the area. They were shot and killed. If human DNA isn't found in either animal, the search will continue.
Dozens of protesters took to the streets across several of Iran's provinces this week, with some demonstrations turning deadly Wednesday. In a Truth Social post, President Trump said that the U.S. is, quote, locked and loaded and ready to go to come to the rescue of protesters being targeted. People are protesting economic conditions as the currency hits record lows. Iran's national security chief responded to Trump saying U.S. interference would cause, quote, disruption across the entire region and the destruction of American interests.
It is a 4 News Now weather alert day. Please be careful this morning. We still have some freezing rain and freezing drizzle falling on top of the winter weather from last night. And so that is going to at least potentially slicken things up even further in some of those roads that have already turned a little icy. Now, for this afternoon, temperatures get above freezing and any ice turns into slush, and we will be good to go as far as road conditions. For the second half of the day, and then for tonight, another round of rain and what looks like a rainy weekend forecast.
Well, Sanders Beach in Coeur d'Alene was packed with people yesterday morning wanting to jumpstart the new year by diving into the freezing cold water of Lake Coeur d'Alene. Some were in and out in seconds, but others decided to take their time and embrace the cold for nearly half an hour. Some people have been coming to this polar plunge for decades and say it's a way to reflect on the past year and meditate on how they want to start the new year.
You know, it's really uncomfortable, and then it gets easier after a while, and I find that after doing this plunge, I'm going to go home, I'm going to feel really amazing all the rest of the day, have a really good nap. So actually plunging's really refreshing.
Nap sounds nice
Yes,
after that. A polar plunge has been an annual tradition for the last 30 years. Look at all those people. Many of the first-time plungers who were at the lake say they plan to come back next New Year's Day. Yeah, for a lot of people, this is a tradition they've been doing for so long. Looks very cold.
Sure does. And bold.
And bold. Oof. Yes. Good for you guys. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:15.
Powerful storms bring flooding to fire-ravaged areas of California and dump feet of snow across the Northeast. Millions of people face dangerous wind chills and travel hazards. We'll take a look at all of that, including how this weather pattern will affect us, coming up.
Decades-old mysteries, shocking twists, killers who hid in plain sight. 4 News Now revisits the darkest moments in Spokane history. Watch the 509's most notorious crimes. Episode streaming now, only on KXLY+.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we've been family-owned and trusted since 1967. And right now, we're offering $500 off trenchless sewer installation, the best way to repair your sewer line. Our experts use light rate technology to restore your system with minimal disruption and lasting results. And with 0% financing for up to 18 months, you can get your sewer line repaired now and pay over time. So call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
Habitat for Humanity is a global movement, and Habitat for Humanity Spokane is your local Habitat for Humanity affiliate. And our goal is to build hope, homes, and communities in partnership with low to moderate income families. Today, we're here for a home dedication. We are celebrating the incredible journey of Kate and her 2 daughters. Kate's been in the program for a few years. She's worked through her partnership hours. She's been working hard with our team to learn not only how to maintain your home, what does it mean to buy a home, homeowners insurance, all of the big things that you need to kind of become an expert in before you make such a big commitment like that. So we'll be celebrating Kate's journey and her 2 daughters. I can't really imagine a better time. I enjoy being in my home during this time of year, spending it with my cherished loved ones, and now Kate's going to be able to start her own holiday traditions in her own home.
I think you once met Dolly Parton at Dollywood.
Correct.
It's Dumb Mart, only on Live.
You're right.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Weekdays at 9 a.m.
Out here, no one hands you anything. Every log milled, every board stacked. That's all you. And your checking account should work just as hard. Ascend Checking from P1FCU earns you 3.5% APY with no monthly fees. No gimmicks, just rewards for the work you're already doing. Because around here, dividends are for the doers. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend.
Spokane Wedding Expo is January 3rd. For tickets, go to SpokaneWeddingsAndEvents.com.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
It is now just about 5:19, or rather 6:19. The new year is bringing unwelcome weather from coast to coast.
From more rain on the west coast to extreme cold in the northeast and several feet of snow, ABC's Hannah Batat reports.
From blinding snow in the east to flash floods in the west, the new year is kicking off with extreme weather on both coasts. In Southern California, the already saturated region dealing with another round of heavy rain. Streams of mud could be seen flowing over barriers set up in areas ravaged by wildfires. Rain poured down on the 137th Rose Parade for the first time in 20 years. With no umbrellas allowed, parade goers braving the weather in ponchos, performers getting soaked along the route.
Crews sweeping water off the field at the Rose Bowl ahead of the big game between Alabama and Indiana. The rain finally let up before kickoff. Across the country, powerful lake effect snow moving into the northeast, blanketing parts of upstate New York. Some areas in the region could see up to 2 feet by tomorrow. The conditions making for treacherous travel on the roads.
It was kind of miserable going down. Some parts, like, you basically couldn't see in front of you.
A blast of Arctic air is also impacting millions from Michigan to Maine, with wind chills expected to dip as low as 15 degrees below zero. Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
We are following some breaking news this morning. We're taking a live look this morning at 5th and Fisk, where I believe a house fire is broken out this morning.
Yeah, you are looking at this house. There's a little bit of smoke coming from it. But other than that, we can't really see much. We don't have a lot of information, but it is affecting people in that area. So if you are out and about, you can see now as we widen this shot a little bit, the firefighters kind of, milling around. And the good thing is it doesn't look like they're in a hurry. So it looks like the most of the emergency has passed.
Yeah, but if this is part of your morning commute, just be aware and we will bring you any new details as they become available. So as you're heading out the door, Matt, we have things like this that are in our way, but also those roads, as we've been talking about all morning, are making things a little treacherous.
Yeah, a little tricky.
It is slushy and crusty, or it's both. And there are some spots that are going to get compacted into kind of that skating rink style surface.
Yeah,
and we've seen that as Logan, our photographer, was driving around to the 5 o'clock hour. We saw those really shiny areas near some of the intersections and things like that. There's going to be a lot of those this morning while our temperatures still stay below freezing. And we got more freezing rain that's happening right now. It's more like a drizzle, but you know what? That is enough to slicken things up just a little bit. And then we're compacting all the snow from yesterday. Guess what? Yesterday is the snowiest day so far this winter in the Spokane area with a whopping 1.4 inches. I think that says a lot more about how this winter has gone so far, that we managed to get an inch and some change here before midnight, and then probably add a little bit more on top of it. So slick roads, freezing rain continuing here for these morning hours. It's why we have a weather alert day. By 10 or 11 o'clock, we're getting above freezing, and the rain begins to end as well. But we got more rain. Thankfully, not freezing rain. It's going to be a rainy weekend and then more rain and snow. Yes, we do have a chance for snow coming up next week. So riding a bit of a roller coaster of temperatures. Right now, we are in the mid-30s in St. Mary's. Even look out past, starting to get up into the mid-30s here as that warm air invades our region. But down in those valleys and lowlands, look at Moses Lake, still at 31. Pullman's at 38, so we're good with roads across the Palouse, at least the southern Palouse. But then it's still 31, 32 in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We're still in the upper 20s and still seeing some snow as you head further north towards Bonners Ferry. So right along the U.S.-Canada border, if you imagine this was the U.S.-Canada border, and then let's imagine that this is the border of Oregon. If you did a vertical cross-section across the inland northwest, this is what, more or less, it would look like. And for Spokane and for Coeur d'Alene, we're sitting right in this freezing rain zone. Thankfully, it is not super heavy freezing rain. Otherwise, we would be collecting more ice and it would be even slicker than it is already. But certainly, it is enough where you got to be really careful out there this morning until that warmer air continues its journey to the north and begins to warm things up and ease our concerns about icy road conditions. But you can see that transition's pretty quick as you head between north and south here this morning. I am tracking what appears to be now the backside of this weather. You can see the Ritzville area. We're starting to see the mixed precipitation end. Banks Lake to the Grand Coulee Dam. We're going to see that end here as well pretty shortly here, likely within the next 20 to 30 minutes or so. And by, say, 10, 11 o'clock around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, we're going to see the rain end. We'll be up above freezing and have a nice afternoon, and then see the next round of rain come in for your evening. It'll be raining off and on through the entire weekend. As we head towards Tuesday, I am leaning towards more snow than rain with that next round of wet weather.
All righty.
We sure needed up high, up in the hills.
Yeah, so at least we're getting some of that.
Okay, Matt, thanks.
Good morning. Northwest time right now is 6:24.
Gonzaga and Seattle University meet for the first time in more than 40 years tonight at the McCarthy Athletic Center. The Zags averaged 93 points a game against the conference's second best defense. Preview of the historic WCC showdown in Morning Sports right after this break.
Livestream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve. Don't let big insurance get ahead of you.
Our team acts quickly to handle everything for you.
After my recent accident, I knew I needed help, so I called Craig Swap and Associates. They really fought for me and treated me fairly every step of the way.
Don't wait. Call Craig Swap and Associates today and let us handle it for you. One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Welcome to Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Discover endless possibilities with our exclusive partnership with 49 Degrees North. Cozy fireplaces, state-of-the-art ski lockers, and views that take your breath away. Book your hotel stay with us and enjoy a delicious dinner, drinks by the fire, and the soothing warmth of the hot tub.
Ski, stay, and play at Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
If you're 45 and over, listen up tonight. Colon cancer untreated could take your life. Get it right, get screened, no time to be silent. Take a home test or hit your healthcare provider. Get tested, pay attention to the signs. Talk to your doctor and check your behind. What's coming in and what's coming out. Healthy eating is always the best route. I suggest you talk to your family, your inner circle, and screaming and proactive, and it won't hurt you. We all want to live our lives the best we could be. Go check your colon. Peace, I'm Chuck D.
StandUpToCancer.org/colon-cancer. Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
This year, commit to fit and don't wish for it, work for it at Move Fitness.
Whether you're starting fresh from the beginning or pushing farther for better results, Move Fitness has the equipment, the classes, and the staff to help you reach your fitness goals. It's a journey, but we're here to support you every step of the way.
So make 2026 the year you commit to get fit at Move Fitness.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. Gonzaga returns home to the McCarthy Athletic Center tonight after an uncomfortably tight win at San Diego. But now the Zags host the Seattle U Redhawks in the program's first ever WCC meeting. GU averages an absurd 93 points a game and should still fare pretty well despite playing the second-ranked defense in the conference that allows just under 66 points per game. The Redhawks also have done well shooting and forcing bad shots, plus lead the conference in both blocks and steals. But they're not a very good rebounding team. Will need to be opportunistic to make tonight's game interesting. The teams have met 71 times before, but none since 1980. And as a reminder, 4 News Now is airing Saturday football tomorrow in the NFL, starting with the NFC South Championship effectively with Panthers and Buccaneers, followed by what's effectively the NFC West Championship with the Seahawks and 49ers, as well as the top seed in the NFC. Be sure to stick around after the Hawks play for a special edition of 4 News Now. The College Football Transfer Portal officially opens today. We have an update for a few more Cougs. Starting running back Kirby Voorhees is back, plus kicker Jack Stevens, tight end Bo Baker, and corner Trey Ridley, all announcing their intentions to stay for next season, while running back Dylan Payne will move on entering the portal. Voorhees was WSU's leading rusher and announced his intentions to enter the portal a while ago. He sat out for the Potato Bowl, but now is all in for 2026. Stevens came with former head coach Jimmy Rogers from South Dakota State. He made 16 of 19 field goals and all 33 extra point attempts. Baker only caught one pass all season, a 12-yard touchdown pass in the Apple Cup. And Payne enters his 7th college year. The former walk-on didn't appear this season after torn ACL halfway through the 2024 campaign. Thanks for watching Morning Sports. Make sure to tune in to 4 News Now tonight and 6 at Nightside.
Livestream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
The best time to get the biggest year-end savings on used vehicles is this week at Finley Honda Spokane during the year-end closeout, where you can delay payments plus get extra money for your trade-in.
Better selection, bigger savings, locally owned.
It's back, the Big Boat Show, 4 big days. Come on out, shop and compare. There's something for everyone at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Learn more at SpokaneBoatShow.com.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we're making it easier than ever to upgrade your home's hot water system with our Water Heater Warehouse Blowout Sale. Right now, save $499 on a new water heater and installation. And ask about a descaler that will prolong the life of your water heater. And with 0% financing for up to 18 months, you can enjoy comfort and efficiency today with payments that fit your budget. Gold Seal Plumbing is family owned and trusted since 1967. So call today. We're on our way.
This new year, plan a day to come out and play at Triple Play, North Idaho's destination for family fun. Suit up for a laser tag showdown. Score big laughs and even bigger prizes in the arcade. And keep the fun going with year-round thrills at Raptor Reef Water Park.
With so much to do under one roof, there's always something new to try.
Come out and play today, Triple Play. Save more and play more when you stay at Triple Play Resort Hotel and Suites.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now Story Tracker starts this half hour with some stories about new beginnings. New York kicked off the new year with a new mayor. Zohran Mamdani hit the ground running during his first day in office, signing executive orders to protect renters and build new housing. The 34-year-old Democratic Socialist is the first Muslim mayor of New York City, taking his oath of office on a Quran. He used his inaugural speech promising to deliver on his progressive agenda. Mayor Mamdani is also erasing the final chapter of the prior Eric Adams administration, revoking all executive orders signed after Adams was federally indicted in 2024.
Well, every new year brings some new beginnings, and for some families, that means welcoming a brand new bundle of joy. Hospitals greeted their first babies of 2026 just after midnight. Alani is believed to have been the first baby born in Washington State this year. She was born at St. Francis Birth Center in Federal Way. Her mama says she was actually hoping the baby would be born on the 31st, but she was born just 15 seconds after midnight. So close. Alani's due date was originally the day after Christmas. And here in Spokane, Providence Sacred Heart shared this happy family photo welcoming baby Zelly as the first baby of 2026. She arrived at 1 p.m. on New Year's Day to parents Hannah and Aaron. Big congratulations to them.
What exciting news. It's now 6:32. Thanks for being with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Friday, January 2nd. We want to bring you some new details on that breaking news we've been following this morning.
Now, here is a live look at Spokane. Firefighters at work at a house fire near 5th and Fisk in the East Central neighborhood. That call came in right around 5:30. Firefighters tell us this was a small fire that started in the attic of that home. They are investigating the cause. We'll let you know when we learn more.
Let's turn things over to meteorologist Matt Gray with the first look at that forecast. And we've been talking a lot about the roads this morning, Matt.
Yeah, we certainly have, and we are seeing the shine on the roads, and we're seeing the shine on the sidewalks there, and as you look there in the East Central neighborhood as well. We've had a mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain throughout the night. It's mostly freezing rain right now, so we're going to be talking about some really slick conditions in many spots across the entire inland Northwest. That's going to continue until midday today, when we'll start to see those temperatures warm up a little bit. That's why it's a weather alert day. We want to make sure that you are being extra careful out there if you got to get up and get out the door this morning. So here's the last hour. You can see the areas in pink signifying that winter mix, which is mostly freezing rain or freezing drizzle in the Spokane area. We still got snow in our northern counties. We've got rain around the Palouse, and we're starting to see the backside of this, thankfully, to try and hopefully get out of here in the next couple of hours. From Coulee City up to the Grand Coulee Dam and around Banks Lake, we've got the back end of this, along with places like Sprague, which you're about to see the back end of this wet weather as this continues to track from west to east across the inland Northwest. Still got some time left here, though, with this light freezing rain that'll continue to slicken up our roads around Spokane, Liberty Lake, Coeur d'Alene. Further north, we're seeing it a bit more snow mixed in, especially as you head across 395 to Loon Lake and into the Chewelah area. Temperatures right now are still at freezing, and so that's the freezing part of freezing rain. It follows as rain through a warmer layer and then starts to freeze on contact with those cool temperatures down at the ground. Our ground temperatures, the temperatures out in the roads, are still down into the upper 20s. So it's going to be a little bit until we warm up enough that instead of dealing with patches of ice, we're going to be dealing with patches of slush later today. I'll show you when that happens and what you can expect heading into the weekend.
Matt, thanks. A Spokane teenager who hit and killed a jogger on the South Hill over the summer pleaded guilty.
The charges against him included vehicular homicide, hit and run, vehicular assault, and driving without a valid license. He'll be sentenced to 30 to 80 weeks for his crimes, which is the standard sentencing range for a juvenile. The Department of Children, Youth, and Families will determine the exact amount of time he will serve. On July 17th, after a night of drinking with others, the then 17-year-old was driving another teenager home on South Perry Street when he hit and killed Sarah Doxey, who was out for a run with her friend. The prosecutor's office says the teen's blood alcohol content was 0.095, which is almost 5 times the legal limit for someone who is underage. Well, the New Year celebration down in Boise took a dark turn during the city's annual fireworks show.
An explosion shattered nearby windows with shards of glass hitting a young girl in the face. The girl, named Isabella, received a serious injury as a result, needing hours of surgery. There is now a GoFundMe to help the family cover her medical bills. In a post on the page, it's explained that Isabella has autism. If you would like to donate to the GoFundMe, that will be linked to this story on our website, KXLY.com. And some sad news on the annual Idaho Sled Dog Challenge. The 300 and 100-mile races have been canceled. The reason for the cancellation is a lack of snow in some critical portions of the track, causing safety concerns for both dogs and riders. The Warm Lake Stage race is still under consideration. A final decision will be made on January 15th if it will be canceled altogether. In a statement, the founder of the event says, "Unfortunately, this year, the distance races are just not in the cards. Wishing you all the very best, and thank you again for your understanding and support."
Well, the ice rink in Coeur d'Alene's McEwen Park is open to skaters of all abilities, and many people kicked off the new year out on the ice. CDA on Ice says it'll be open weekends from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., and on weekdays it'll be open from 3:15 to 8:15. Tickets are available online or in person at the rink. Skate rentals are included in that ticket price, and even if you don't have any experience ice skating, CDA on Ice encourages everyone to give it a try.
You get all skill levels here. It's real user-friendly. Yeah, definitely come down, try it out. It's a great afternoon, spend it with the family. I love it, yeah.
Well, skaters say their favorite part is being able to see Lake Coeur d'Alene from the rink. CDA on Ice will be open for a couple more weeks. The last day will be on January 19th. A fun winter activity out there.
Really great.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:37.
Okay, you might feel like you're on an ice rink as you're heading out to work or out on the street somewhere. Whew.
Yeah, you got to be real careful because it'll be nice for a long stretch of road, and then you'll see a corner or something, and it'll look like that skating rink style where it's reflecting all the lights and everything like that. Winter weather advisories because of the slick roads for much of our region here until about 10 in the morning. That's when things are going to start to improve. So for your morning commute, please be careful out there. And yeah, just be ready for anything out there on those roads. We'll take a look coming up.
And still to come on Good Morning Northwest, dry January. May sound easy, but is it? A psychologist shares the secrets to surviving a month with no alcohol, tips that'll actually work, and the massive health benefits you could see is next.
Plus, can Spokane make history this year? Bloomsday organizers are shooting for 50,000 runners in the race's 50th year. You can be a part of that record when we come back.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning.
Winter's creeping in. Is your heating system ready for the challenge ahead? Don't let an unexpected equipment failure or high energy bills impact your comfort this holiday season. At Bills, our comprehensive maintenance can discover problems before they start, giving you peace of mind to focus on what matters most. For a limited time, you can schedule a tune-up for only $59. Call us at 208-777-5528 and schedule today.
I'm Eva Pilgrim, and this is Inside Edition.
A new season with a new voice. Inside Edition, weeknights at 7, only on KXLY ABC4.
In a noisy advertising world, we make you heard.
7 radio stations, ABC4, 4 News Now, and Phase 3 Digital. We create your strategy, content, future. The result, more customers, more sales, more growth for your business. Let's create your next breakthrough campaign. KXLYBrands.com, the perfect match for your business.
Walker's Furniture must sell all of 2025 inventory immediately. So, this New Year's, for 26 hours only, get big store-wide discounts up to 70% off. Or leave your credit cards at home and take advantage of zero money down, no minimum purchase, and zero interest until 2031. Furnish every room of the house for less. This New Year's Eve through Monday at Walker's.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve.
After my recent accident, I called Craig Swap and Associates. They treated me fairly every step of the way.
One call, that's all.
Call the 9s, 509-999-9999.
KXLY Plus is now streaming free over the air on KXLY 4.5. The latest headlines, breaking news, and new original local programs you won't find anywhere else. KXLY Plus, powered by 4 News Now and free over the air. All day, every day on KXLY 4.5.
Your time is 6:41. Welcome back. A popular resolution many Americans make is Dry January, where you spend the month abstaining from alcohol.
But what are the health benefits to this? Well, psychologists.
That's real music. You hear that?
In the era of cars with touchscreen interfaces, do you ever miss just when you could hit a physical button and turn on the radio?
When you're driving, you like to just know, oh, this is the AC button, not look at a screen which you can't really feel. You see with your fingers when you're driving, Ed.
Sure, absolutely.
Ed Kim here is the president of Auto Pacific, an automotive market research and consulting firm. As we preview big changes in automobiles and technology in 2026, he says companies will be responding to consumer complaints about cars' reliance on screens.
They're bringing back physical controls, real buttons, real knobs, real switches back into vehicles.
We also talked about the continuing effort to make electric vehicles sound a little more like vroom vroom. For example, Porsche's new Cayenne Electric will feature sound technology to make the car sound like it has a roaring engine. And in fact,
Sport Mode delivers by sharpening the handling, powertrain responsiveness, and engine sound.
Hybrids will also start to incorporate this concept more too, like the new Honda Prelude.
Simulates the sound and performance of an 8-speed automatic transmission with gear changes and all that sort of stuff, even though the Prelude actually doesn't even have a transmission.
Meanwhile, we knew at some point AI would be making a cameo in here. Ed says automakers like Rivian will be using AI to power their semi-autonomous driving features in big ways. While he says Tesla's uses mostly AI and cameras for detection, Rivian's will also incorporate radar and later in 2026, LiDAR. LiDAR is like radar, but with lasers. Meanwhile, the robo-taxi service Waymo has been working on expanding beyond largely California and Arizona in cities such as Miami, Dallas, Houston, and Orlando. In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
Okay, what we can tell you is Dry January is hard. Okay,
Yes. But you
Wrong
can do
story. You can do it, and you will feel so much better if you do. Okay, there's that. Okay, now, traffic alert for you. As we've been talking about all morning, we've had a wintry mix out there, and this is a live look at what you're seeing on the roads.
Luckily, main roads like I-90 are looking pretty good this morning, but it's those kind of streets that are off the main roads there, kind of these side streets, and some of those roads in downtown are pretty slick this morning, so just keep your driving hats on, because some things may be good as you're going through, but then they might turn slick on your next turn.
Yeah, it can be super quick, so just be aware. All right, we will take a look at your forecast. What else is coming our way? Meteorologist Matt Gray has that after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now.
I am born to do this. It is my true passion. I stare into the dark at night and dream about it. On game day, my muscles twitch and my mind races. I live for this. It's my calling. I am an American bucking bull. And this is my sport. PBR bucks into Newberica Veterans Arena January 9th and 10th. Get your tickets for PBR Spokane now at ticketswest.com.
Welcome to Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Discover endless possibilities with our exclusive partnership with 49 Degrees North. Cozy fireplaces, state-of-the-art ski lockers, and views that take your breath away. Book your hotel stay with us and enjoy a delicious dinner, drinks by the fire, and the soothing warmth of the hot tub.
Ski, stay, and play at Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Most chronic back problems are caused by compression from the disc becoming thinner and thinner and thinner as we get older. All we have to do is put the patient on the table and decompress them by slowly and easily bringing water, nutrients, and oxygen back into the disc so it heals itself stronger than it was before. These treatments are so gentle, patients usually fall asleep. They don't have to go through the shots, the surgeries, all the physical therapy, or painful invasive procedures or drugs. They fall asleep, they wake up, and they feel better. That's what this is all about. The absolute best thing is pick up the phone and call us today for a free consultation. If you have an MRI scan, we can look at it and tell if we can help you or not. We'll get you in right away. So if you're looking at any kind of serious procedure, you may be able to avoid that.
Disc Centers of America, a call to us can change your life.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Welcome back. It's now 6:46. Let's try this again. A popular resolution lots of us make is dry January. You spend the month not drinking.
But what are the health benefits to this? Psychologist Katie Wickowitz from the University of New Mexico says even 4 weeks without alcohol can transform your health. It can improve your sleep, boost your energy, and help you lose some weight. But she says giving up those cocktails can be challenging.
Your friends and family on board with doing it with you so that you have that social connection and that social support to get through the month.
If you want to give dry January a shot, Wickowitz recommends having non-alcoholic alternatives ready, like sparkling water or mocktails. And if you slip up, don't get discouraged. Just start again the next day, like we restarted this story.
There you go.
The challenging moments can help you reflect on how much you rely on alcohol.
And if you are taking your vehicle out on the road this morning, make sure you are prepared for some slick conditions. Let's take a live look right now.
Our photographer Logan has been out on the roads all morning long, kind of showing us these non-main roads here that can get pretty slick with that snow and that ice underneath here, Matt.
Yeah, and even some of the main traveled roads are tricky in spots, so just be aware.
Yeah, what I've noticed here is we've watched him drive around is you got a lot of those corners where, you know, cars stop and sit for a while. A lot of that has gotten compacted down here, and then you add that little crust to some of that freezing rain and freezing drizzle on top of that that's still happening right now. And you can definitely see some pretty slick conditions, so please just slow it down here if you got to be out this morning, and use that caution here as you try to get to some of the better treated roads and the main highways on your way to, well, wherever your destination is. Right now, temperatures are hovering right at freezing in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, which is why we still have that concern about the slick road conditions. Meanwhile, you head just south to St. Mary's. We're up to 35. We're at 38 in Pullman, so that warm air is gradually tracking its way north, but it's having a hard time getting dug out of some of the northern parts of the Columbia Basin and into the central panhandle. So we've got rain in places like Pullman, Garfield, Colfax. You head north to St. Mary's, though, and we're seeing that freezing rain, and then you head further north from there, places north of Deer Park and Athol, and you see things flip over to snow, but we are starting to see the backside of this wet weather. I'll show you, kind of take you around some of our cameras around the region. Here's Chewelah. This is at the Chewelah Airport. That snow is coming down. Certainly a chance to perhaps add another quick slushy ½ inch to an inch here across the northern tier of our region before this wet weather ends here during the late morning hours. As time goes on, less and less will stack up because that snow is getting wetter and wetter and wetter as time goes on. Same goes for Sandpoint, where things are definitely pretty snowy, especially on those side roads. So you'll have to be quite careful there. This will end up turning into a slush pile as we go throughout the day. Meanwhile, it's already a slush pile, or we've got those icy patches across the Spokane area. This is North Spokane at Wandermere Road, where it merges into Division here. And so you can see that little sheen. That's what we're worried about there, are those icy patches that you may not see coming. So make sure you're slowing it down here this morning. And in Moscow, it is just rain, so roads looking pretty good for that. The thing here is with that ice, those patches of ice for the I-90 corridor, well, that's a double the stopping distance here from wet roads. So please just be careful out there once again as we go through the rest of the day today. Our road temperatures, they will get above freezing as we head towards about 10 or 11 o'clock. The rain will stop as well around that time. It will be looking a lot better this afternoon. Take a look at your extended forecast coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Spokane Wedding Expo is January 3rd. For tickets, go to SpokaneWeddingsAndEvents.com.
When drains slow down or back up, Gold Seal Plumbing is here to help. And right now, get expert drain clearing for just $89. Plus, a no-charge camera inspection, giving you a clear view of your plumbing before small issues become major repairs. With over 50 years experience, Gold Seal is the most trusted name in Spokane. Our family-owned team delivers honest solutions, transparent pricing, and dependable results every time. Call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
The best time to get the biggest year-end savings on used vehicles is this week at Finley Honda Spokane during the year-end closeout, where you can delay payments plus get extra money for your trade-in.
Better selection, bigger savings, locally owned.
Is it time to update your living spaces? Don't overspend at the big box store. Come see us at Consign Furniture. We have the largest selection of like-new consignment furniture in Liberty Lake. No long wait times on couches to dining sets, rugs, and more. And our team will deliver today. Inventory moves fast. Check us out online or stop by today.
Consign Furniture. It's the easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Opportunity everywhere with so much on the line.
I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that. Rule number one, never be number two. Got the candy apple loops, hit the gas, now boom. Now you gotta watch while I win. I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that gas.
This is as good as it gets.
You expect more from local news. 4 News Now delivers. We're doing the work, listening to you, asking questions, and getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe. It's what we mean when we say, expect more on 4 News Now. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Your time is 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your first Friday of 2026 in the morning sprint.
It is a weather alert day. We got meteorologist Matt Gray letting us know what's ahead for our Friday morning.
And we are giving you a live look out on the roads to help you prepare for your morning commute.
But first, we have firefighters responding to a house fire just about 90 minutes ago. Take a look. This is the home on 5th and Fisk. Spokane firefighters say a small fire started in the attic of the home this morning. Fire is now out, and thankfully no one was hurt. Firefighters are still investigating the cause.
We are keeping an eye on traffic for you this morning, as you can expect some slick conditions on your morning commute. This is a live look at our roads, where yesterday's snow is sticking around in some places, melting in others, and we have more adding to it. Matt?
Yes, we certainly do. Some freezing rain falling right now, adding that little icy crust on top of the snow that fell last night. That will continue here as we head through about 9-10 o'clock, and then the rain chances drop off significantly. We will also warm above freezing, which will turn any icy conditions into slushy conditions. So our road conditions are going to improve dramatically here once we get past lunchtime, and will stay dry for most of the afternoon. And for the start of the evening, expect as we head towards kind of 8, 9, 10 o'clock to see some rain return to the region.
A man in Spokane Valley is charged with DUI and reckless endangerment following a rollover car crash. The driver, identified as 38-year-old Adam Poe. Around 4 o'clock on New Year's morning, police responded to a crash where they found Poe and his young son. Spokane Valley police say he had a knife and was fighting with witnesses. According to those witnesses, after the crash, Poe tried to run away and was stopped by onlookers. That's when they say Poe pulled out the knife and was threatening to stab them. Poe is currently in the Spokane County Jail and waiting for a court date.
The Spokane County family lost $1,900 falling victim to a bail money scam. When Mike and Barbara's son was arrested during a mental health crisis, they received calls from what appeared to be the Spokane County Jail and Sheriff's Office. They were told their son needed nearly $2,000 for bail money and money for an ankle monitor. The scammers used caller ID spoofing to make the calls appear legitimate. They told Mike and Barbara to go to Walmart and deposit cash using a barcode the criminals texted to them. The Sheriff's Office says neither the jail nor the Sheriff's Office will call you and ask for money, and that all bail has to be paid to them in person.
Birds of Prey Northwest hopes for more community support at its annual fundraiser this weekend. The sanctuary was significantly damaged in last month's windstorm. Proceeds from the fundraiser will go towards repairing damage at the facility, as well as allowing the nonprofit to continue to provide medical care to animals in need. The event will have a silent auction and 2 live educational bird shows. It starts at 2:30 on Sunday afternoon in McEwen Park in Coeur d'Alene.
A New Year's Day fire killed 40 people and injured more than 100 others in Switzerland.
Authorities say it broke out in a bar during a New Year's celebration. Some victims appear to be foreign nationals, but officials say identifying everyone could still take days. They say they're not sure how this tragedy unfolded. Some witnesses blame a holiday tradition at the bar that included sparklers. Numerous medical facilities are now caring for the injured, and we'll have the very latest on this story coming up at 7 o'clock on Good Morning America.
Registration for the 2026 Bloomsday Race is open, a big anniversary for the event, which is celebrating its 50th year this year. It's scheduled for May 3rd. Organizers hope for a huge turnout, trying to get 50,000 people to run. The cost of running the 7.46 mile race is $30 plus fees. The cost increases to $38 on April 1st and to $50 May 1st. If you want more details or just a link to sign up, you can find both on KXLY.com.
And hey, just a reminder, 4 News Now is airing Saturday football this weekend, starting with the Panthers and the Buccaneers, followed by the Seahawks and the 49ers, a big game there. Be sure to stick around after the Hawks play for a special edition of 4 News Now.
Hospitals greeted their first babies of 2026 just after midnight. Ilani is believed to be the first baby born in Washington this year. She was born at St. Francis Birth Center in Federal Way. She was born just 15 seconds after midnight. And in Spokane, Providence Sacred Heart shared this photo. Baby Zelly was the first baby of 2026.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kyle with Bill's Heating, here to take a look at your furnace.
I thought you guys were teamed up with Gonzaga. Where's the basketball player?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We do have Davis Fogel on standby.
Standby?
Oh, yeah. Whenever one of us needs him, we just shout his name.
What?
Watch.
Whoa, it's like magic.
Actually, he just made me wait around the corner.
Exactly. It's magic.
Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
One call, that's all, means we take care of everything after your car wreck.
From dealing with insurance companies to helping you find doctors and repair shops, we're here to guide you from start to finish.
After my car accident, working with Craig Swap and Associates made the whole process so easy. They communicated with me and let me know what the next step was every step of the way.
Call Craig Swap and Associates today. Let us make your recovery simple. One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
This year, commit to fit and don't wish for it, work for it at Move Fitness.
Whether you're starting from the beginning or just wanting better results, Move Fitness has what you need to get the job done.
Well, looking at some shiny roads here in downtown Spokane and across the inland Northwest this morning. Just be careful out there. Plan some extra time, not just to get that layer of ice off of your car, but to get where you're going as you're going to run into some icy spots. It is weather alert day. Because of those icy conditions, we're going to see a lot of improvement once we get in towards lunchtime, but we warm up above freezing. We'll stay there through the weekend with lots of wet weather and keep an eye out for another chance of snow heading into the middle of next week.
Well, thanks so much for kicking off your Friday with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, we sure appreciate it. We'll see you throughout the morning on Good Morning America with live local updates. GMA starts next.